And so the twins were born. And this is how the moon and the sun came to existence. They were born here on the day that they were born in. But they were born with their backs glued together. They were aware of the other on the back. They could sense them, they could hear them, they could feel them, but they could not see them. And so over time the desire to see each other grew so strong that that was all they could think and talk about. All I want, said the sun, all I want is to embrace my sister. And all I want is to embrace my brother, said the moon. To hug, to kiss, and to smile at your glorious golden face. And me, said the sun, to smile, to kiss, and hug your shimmering silver one. And so they decided to try everything they could to come to separation, so finally they could embrace each other and see each other. And they started to pull and move and rock side to side and up and down and right and left and front and back and roll and move stronger and bigger. But no matter how far they went or how fast they moved, it didn't seem to work. Their bags became stronger, glued together. And so one day they decided that they had enough. They were the strongest forces they knew where they were. And so, said the sun, that means we must go elsewhere. So let's do it, said the moon. If we must, let us go elsewhere. And I think I know just the place. For when we rolled and when we moved and when we rocked, I spotted a glorious ocean underneath us. There is nothing else out there, no land, but just deep waters. So we should go to the ocean, for if there is a force stronger than us, perhaps that's him. And so the twins rolled all the way to the ocean, and when they reached the ocean, it was dark in the air and stormy, charged with electricity and lightning. What do you want? Said the ocean. And he didn't mean to be mean. He was just busy moving waves in his belly. It also not often that he gets visitors who come to him. But it didn't face twins. Well, dear ocean, we're here to seek your help. But what you see, we're in a peculiar situation. We love each other dearly, and we were born on one day, and all we want is to see each other, to embrace each other, to kiss and hug and smile at each other's faces. But we are unable to do so, for our backs seem to be glued. So we thought that perhaps you can help us, for we see no force grander than you around us. The ocean smiled. Well, dear ones, I'll be happy to assist, for you see, I'm also a brother, and I cannot imagine what it would be like if I was not able to touch my sister, to kiss and hug and embrace her. For the earth is so dear to me, and every time I need her, I find her just right there underneath my deep waters. So I'll do anything I can to help you see each other. Well, this is great, thought the twins. Let's do it. And so they took the position, and the ocean went all the way down to the bottom, the underbelly of his belly. And so he gathered the primordial force of nature, the power of the deep waters that lie there untouched, potent and beaming with power. And he rocked them all out, pulling them from the depth of his belly out and out and out and out, moving it into the forceful wave that left him as a spear and went straight into the backs of the twins and hit them. And yet, when it reached their backs, the waters just splashed, sizzled and whispered and bubbled and slowly evaporated into soft, fluffy clouds that went by them. The twins were upset, and the Father Ocean looked perplexed. He said. Well, this is a rather strange situation, for I never thought I'd find myself in this. I am puzzled, for I am a force of nature, and I reached the pure essence of my power, and yet that did not help you. I'm sorry, dear ones, but there is nothing else I can do for you, for there is no power greater in me than the power I just gave. However, before you go, there might be something else I can offer you. I wasn't able to separate you, but perhaps I could gift you a glimpse of each other. What? The twins seemed so excited. How is that possible? A glimpse of each other? Might we be able to see each other's faces? Well, if not embrace, then that surely would do us. The Father Ocean smiled. Hold your horses, little ones, hold your horses. Let me calm my waters, for they become a mirror to you. But bear in mind that you need to move very fast so you could catch a glimpse of each other. And so the twins start rolling again, rolling and moving as fast as they can. Fast and fast and fast and fast and then faster. And yet they still couldn't see each other in the still waters of the ocean. Said the ocean. Let's try something else. Perhaps I will move with you. So when one of you is closer to my surface, I'll come up. And when the other one is further out, I'll come back out so you could see the other. Maybe that will work. Let's do it, eagerly answered the twins, as they already started the motion. And so the three of them went into this beautiful, magnificent dance of moving and rolling together. But it still didn't work. And although the twins could see a slight glimpse of each other, a shining silver light for the sun and the golden, blinding golden light for the moon, they still couldn't see each other's faces in the reflection. But they didn't seem too phased, and the moon smiled gently. Thank you, Father, for you granted us hope. For although I was not able to see my brother's reflection in your waters, I could recognize him in the movement, for I knew when the waters went out, those were the same waters that just touched him, the same waters that just caught his reflection, and for that he was still present in you. And that made me feel closer to him. Thank you, Father, Ocean. And the ocean smiled and said, you know what, dear ones? I give that to you. Until you move and until you are together and glued together, I will always dance with you and I will always move with you. And I hope one day you will catch the look of the other in my waters. And I'll be so grateful to be there for you, celebrating and dancing with you. But for now, I have another offer. I think you should go to see my sister Earth, for she is older and wiser than I am, and she might have another force that might help you. And so he opened his waters, and the twins rolled all the way down to the bottom of the deepest ocean touched the ground and went lower and lower, going all the way into the heart of the dark, velvety earth. Everything around became dark. And as they reached the center, they heard warm, earthy, crackling sound. "Well, hello there," she smiled and winked at them. "Who is it that I have here? I don't get many visitors. How may I help you, dear ones?" the earth said. And the twins told her their story, how they were born together with their bags glued, and how all they want in their life is to be able to see each other and embrace each other, and smile and hug and kiss each other's faces and hold each other's hands, so they may roll and dance, looking at each other, not with their backs glued to each other. And how they went to her brother Ocean, and he sent them here, for he couldn't help. And the earth smiled at them. "Well, I'm not sure if I can help if the ocean couldn't, for we are equal in force. But I have another solution. Let me call in my brother Sky. He is the one that rules with air, and so he's the fastest I know, so he might be another force we need. And when I hold to one of you and he holds to another, we will pull as far as we can, as forcefully as we can in the opposite direction, and hopefully your backs will get unstuck. That seems simple enough." And so she called in her brother Sky, and he reached out with his mighty hand straight to the sun, grabbing his golden one, and earth warmly embraced the moon. "Ready, steady, go," said the earth. "Pull, pull, pull, pull." And so they went pulling with the full force that they had, all in the opposite direction. And yet, no matter how hard they tried, nothing came of it. Nothing but fires, earthquakes, and lightnings. The thunder was everywhere, and yet the twins were still together, glued at their backs. "Well, let's give another go," said the earth. "And perhaps this time you guys move and rotate and roll as you do, and we will still pull you in the opposite directions." And so they started doing this. The sun and moon rolling around themselves, and the earth holding the moon, and the sky holding the sun, and pulling and pulling and pulling. Dancing is what they were doing. Going in glorious circles, throwing the silver shine and the golden simmering light everywhere, like glitter. It went all around, sparkling with beauty. But regardless of how beautiful it was, it still didn't work, and the twins were together. And so the earth took the place of the sky, and the sky took the place of the earth, and so the earth was holding the sun, and the moon was hugging the sky, and they started pulling again and dancing again, laughing as they were, for they were enjoying the forces that they were creating. But that also didn't work, and so eventually they stopped. "Well," said the twins, "I don't think there are forces stronger than that. And if the earth and the sky and the ocean couldn't pull us apart, perhaps our fate is sealed. We might never see each other the way that we hope for. But, dear brother," said the moon, "when I danced with the sky, I felt your heat in his arms, and I saw the joy in his face that I know only you have. And for that, I felt that I was dancing with you. "Oh, dear sister," said the sun, "when I embraced earth, I felt the nurture that I feel from you. And I felt calm presence in your face and the coolness in your hands. And for that, I felt that I was dancing with you." "Well, decided then," they said. "From now on, we will do what we love. We will keep on rolling and moving and dancing, and we will never stop. For everything and everyone we touch and kiss and hug and smile and embrace, in everyone and everything, the other one of us will see the other one." And so, laughing and smiling, they set off dancing again, rolling around themselves in circle, moving the earth and the sky with them, laughing loudly and shedding this simmering silver and golden light everywhere. And so up till this day, they still dance in this exquisite, supreme dance with sky, the waters, the earth, with you and I. They smile and kiss and embrace everything upon their path. And when they do, they see the reflection of the other twin.